Hey, I'm back with another video. This is Ken with Can We Talk. This video is about Chrisean Rock and Jada going at it, y'all guys. I mean, I don't know who woke up on the wrong side of the bed. All I know is Jada been rambling and rambling and rambling. To me it seems like she's very upset. For her to be running around talking about she's unbothered, she seemed quite bothered to me because she hasn't stopped. She went from Sadie when Sadie broke the news and all this stuff started coming out. She went from Sadie to Blueface to Chrisean. She's just been going and going and going. But Chrisean was not having it. She went, hey, you call me, I'm coming. You send for me, here I come. So Chrisean didn't let her play with her either. So let's see what's going on, y'all. This is going to be kind of a long one because I have a lot of stuff to read and it's very small. So bear with me, you guys. But we going to get there. Okay. So the first message is is basically Jada retweeting a post from someone. It says, you niggas gonna catch some fucking you're gonna catch, I guess she was trying to say, you're gonna catch something fucking with multiple bitches at once. So that was the post she retweeted. And then the next post was she retweeted a post from someone saying, I do right by people in real life. I always be blessed. So basically, when people repost other people posts, this is how they're feeling. So she's not directly saying these things; she's indirectly saying it. It's basically how she's feeling right now. Okay. Then she says, "I don't gotta sub nobody. If the shoe fits your retarded ass, put it on. Double tie that bitch." So once again, she's tweeting somebody else, reposting someone else's messages. Then she goes on to say, let's see, I'm just on some totally different. So she basically saying she on something totally different. And that was another repost of somebody else's post. Looks like a lot of people talking for Jada right now because she's reposting all her fans or whatever supporters comments. Oh my God. Okay, this is Jada's right here. This is Jada's words. She said, oh my God, y'all. My baby daddy unfollowed me on TikTok and Twitter. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. No. So, yeah. So now she's, basically making fun or whatever. And at this point, I think that's when, I believe Blueface unfollowed her and cleaned his whole page and only followed Chrisean. So yeah, she said who cares in 24 hours, but apparently she cares because she's tweeting about it. She hasn't stopped. She has not stopped tweeting since this happened. And this tweet was actually yesterday. Um, look like at 6:30 March 4th, and today is March 5th. So she, you know, she's still tweeting, tweeting, tweeting. So apparently, this definitely bothered her. So let's move on to the next message. Okay, let me see. Look like it says, he sure showed you who's the boss, Jaidyn. Keep going. So another sarcastic comment that she retweeted from somebody. And someone else said, oh no, so whatever shall you do? Since he unfollowed her. So yeah, that's another tweet. It's not very clear, but I can read it. It's saying on here, oh, scary. Hold on, make sure this is what they're saying. Oh, scary. My YouTube videos are gone. Tell my baby daddy to ask his bitch about the video she was showing off when she found out he fucked my ex homegirl. They both basically ran through the Mingos or something like that. Basically trying to insinuate that Chrisean and Sadie and whoever else messed with the Mingos or whatever. So I'm not sure how true that is or what's going on with that. Okay, the next message says, all my baby daddy bitches hit the Mingos for a repost and a mac chicken. So basically she's saying she slept with the Mingos for nothing basically. So let's see. And the whole time Chrisean has not responded to her yet. It says tainted pussy means everything it touch goes to shit. Do your homework. Everything one of them bitches touch, either in jail, broke, homeless, no home, or are confused. So yeah, that's she going in right now. So let's go to the next message. Hold on, let me pause that. Yeah, look, she's definitely bothered, you guys. She's upset. She chose violence today, and I don't know. She claims she was over Blueface, but the way she's acting, I mean, I can't believe she's over him because she seems very pissed. She's very upset about him, and of course, she loved him and she cared about him or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes things don't work out right and you have to move on. Okay, on this one, she says, who marry a nigga who don't call his kids and owe child support? Just give me my money. So apparently she might have put him on child support and um, basically she say he doesn't call the kids, but they also been saying she won't pick up the phone because of the incident. So I mean, you really don't know what's really going on. Okay, I'm going to the next message. The next message says, hold on, switching out. All my baby daddy bitches hit the Mingos for a repost and a McChicken. So she reposted it again. Then she said, at Chrisean. By this time, Chrisean had basically responded back at her because Jada kept going and going and going, and Chrisean had no choice but to go ahead and respond back to her. So this is her responding to whatever Chrisean wrote. At Chrisean, I wouldn't read all that even if you paid 2-4. That's what it says, 2-4. The love of God, shut the fuck up. So Basically, she said, I wouldn't read all that, even if you paid. And I guess she meant just for the love of God, shut the fuck up. But she put 2 on there, so yeah. I knew what she meant, though. Okay, let me see this one. Then we're going to next one. It's quite a few, y'all, so just bear with me. Just bear with me. It says on here, she reposted a friend post or a supporter post. Dang, she really stayed up. Oh, no, no, no. This is not a friend. This is someone that replied to Jada. It says, dang, she really stayed up all night drinking. And I believe Jada said to that, dumbass, I'm packing my son lunch for school, bird brain. And then she also said, all these motherfuckers forgot they was playing with their vagina on OnlyFans for a repost and a slice of pizza, and now want to act like they been down for bro. Didn't she wish this on him? A bunch of fucking losers. So let me see. The next post was she said, okay, the next post is, hold on, let me go one more time. I think that was a retweet of repost of that same post she said. So the next one say, I hate when motherfuckers who play victim bitches go live for 30 days. I mean, oh, okay. Hold on. Not live live. I'm sorry. I hate when motherfuckers who play victim bitches go live for 30 days and 30 nights with my name in their mouth and turn around acting dumb as fuck. Always trying to be a part of something. Okay, so she basically trying to say that Chrisean been talking about her 30 days and 30 nights. I have not heard Chrisean talk about Jaidyn in I don't know how long. And matter of fact, Chrisean hasn't been even really saying anything. She hasn't even been going live. She only went live to address the thing that happened at the Blue Crab or whatever, and she hasn't said anything since then. So I'm not quite sure what Jada is talking about because Jada is the only one that's been talking about um, anybody in or Karlissa. Karlissa been talking about, she keeps Chrisean's name in her mouth. So I am not sure where she's getting her information at because Chrisean ain't said anything about her. So yeah, that's crazy. Um, One of Jada's supporters says she ain't talking about nothing anyways, just a bunch of fake gaslighting and lies per usual. Laugh out loud. And then the next message that she posted was someone saying that Chrisean, she's the informant. She played a role in him getting locked up and getting the extra added on time. So they basically trying to blame Chrisean, saying Chrisean is the reason that he got locked up, and Chrisean is the reason that he got extra time. From my knowledge and from what his mom said and from what Wax said, he got locked up because he had weed in in close vicinity of his dorm. And not only that, he got locked up for a case that he had with Jaidyn and a case that he had with Chrisean. So, far as anybody playing a part or anything, um, Blue is Blue reason for getting locked up. Yeah, the situation was with one situation. Jada was involved in one situation. Chrisean was involved, but the ultimate reason that Blue is locked up is because of Blue. And that girl, that word accountability, they love to use it for who they want to use it for, but it's very lopsided. It's not used for everybody. Everybody doesn't have to have accountability. Only people that they choose to have accountability. She at Chrisean again and said, Chrisean, okay, so that's the same. Okay, we're still on the same one. Um, okay, let's see. The last message she sent was she saying, I hate how they playing with Jaidyn, which is a retweet of someone that supports Jaidyn, saying, I hate how they playing with Jaidyn. All she does is take care of her children, make money, and stay to herself. I'm salty. She's attached to this fucking clown and the circus he brings. Keep going. You deserve better. It's coming, watch. They gonna hate they played with you, sis. Okay, so yeah, that was somebody that supports Jaidyn and what they said. So I'm moving on to Chrisean, and Chrisean responded to Jaidyn. So when she said she's not gonna read all this, this is the message that Chrisean responded to her. So here we go. It says, Jaidyn, at Jaidyn, I married him because I took a risk on love. You worry about why I married him. I wonder why our kids ain't fully met. You had my son when he was 3 to 4 months old. I understand that you are feeling hurt and disappointed right now, and I truly empathize with you. I mean, basically what you're going through. It's so little, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying to make it bigger. Um, it's important to acknowledge these feelings, but I also want to remind you that your worth isn't defined by someone else's actions. I'm passing you this advice because someone once told me this when I was crashing out. You have so much potential and strength within you, and I believe in your ability to overcome this and create something amazing for yourself and your kids. You can't be confused if he don't call the kids if you're bragging online how you don't pick up the call. Telling the word F him while he's locked up. Plus his mother Karlissa explores our babies for clout. Pick a better babysitter. You can cut that lady off once. You have cut that lady off once before. So why bother with his mother knowing she only watches them kids to hurt him and post weird stuff? I get it. Resentment will have you not see what he wants called to talk. What? I get it. Resentment will have you not see why he won't call or talk to your kids. But jail isn't a camping trip. It's hell. So basically, I finally got through that. Um, and she got another one. So let's read that one. It says, while I don't agree with abandonment or how things have unfolded with our children's father, I want you to know that you don't have to carry the weight of his decision. You're not alone, and you deserve to be happy. Everyone does. It's okay, but more importantly, Don't lose sight of your own powers. You have the ability to rise above and create your life you truly deserve for yourself. One where you can feel confident, strong, and ready to show your kids. Okay, ready to show your kids what true resilience looks like. Going back and forth about a man isn't me anymore. So if you beef with him, please leave me out of it. The beef we got is played out. When Blueface wrote the diss track for you towards me, that's where you messed up. Okay, that's where you messed up at doing things out of spite. Don't work. Even when I made Mr. Take Your Bitch, I direct every lyrics to him, not you. But even that was lame on my end because doing things to people because it don't it's done to me don't really satisfy the spirit. It corrupts your soul and heart and cause setbacks and delay. Nobody wins beefing over penis. Beefing with you is childish and our kids are relatives. Back when I was 20 through 23, my brain wasn't fully developed. So beefing with anyone was funny, but this isn't funny anymore. It's weird. And I truly feel like you probably was drunk as fuck tweeting your emotion. But I had to learn that stuff don't do nothing but make you crash out of habit. Instead, put all the energy into your craft. By the way, I'm taking this advice as well. Hmm. And that's when she was like, I'm not reading all that, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, Chrisean also said, basically, she said, I can't get with tough thingies you doing. You and I both know who would get whooped if we actually go there. Ooh! I can't get with the tough thingy you're doing. You and I both know who will get whooped if we actually go there. I'm literally responding to an indirect crash out. Oh my. Then she said, okay, I'm going to let this play on now because I'm reading as it goes. So you guys, I'm just let it play. Um, she also said, go network, go do a stream, go put yourself out there, show why people is better off not disrespecting you. Go, Jay, you got this. The Blueface drama is played out. And then she also said, why ask me a question concerning us being married if you so-called unbothered and can care less? We grown-ups. Use your words. Stop talking with emotion. Then she said, again, nobody's playing victim. Now you're trying to play stupid, but it ain't gonna work for real. It's way too long from 2020. You truly don't like me and stand me, and I guess she was trying to say, you truly don't like me and can't stand me because of a man. That's only why we aren't cool. Okay, he stopped talking to you. Delete everything off his social media, not because he mad, but because we are setting boundaries. But if that say, I can't see what that says on there. But if that say, if me and him don't work out, your crashing out motivates him to disconnect because obviously you felt disrespected from him. but he had the upper hand, and the stuff what you blaming me for. I mean, okay, he had the upper hand in the stuff. What you blaming me for? So okay, I'm getting what she's saying now. It's a hard read, y'all. It's a hard read, but I'm getting it. It's a hard read because the words are so small. Um, but yeah, I'm getting it, y'all. Just bear with me. Okay, the next thing she said, shit, I pulled up to the reunion just to prove this shit is all phony. But the difference between me and you, they gave you 20,000, and I only take 200,000. That's the big difference. And if they don't got that for me, then they can move around. Shit, at least hustle your 20,000. You probably would have got more if you stood out and whooped Biggie like you were supposed to. Instead, Brick Barbie, stiff as fuck. Mmm. In other words, you doing all this bumping, but I pulled up to that reunion and show you that this is all motherfucking mouth that you sitting up here saying. And when I pull up, they ain't gonna give me no chump change like they gonna give you. They gonna give me some dividends, and you gonna get that little chump change. Now they probably would have gave you some money had you whooped Biggie, but you got clobbered by Biggie, which is the weakest link when it comes to baddies. So that means you are the weakest link. So with that being said, how you get punked by Biggie? Your ass is lame. Oh, okay, yeah, basically that's what she's saying. Um, okay, so let me go to the next one. Yeah, I choose to stand beside him right now. This is a season. He get released this year. Win, lose, or draw, nobody can stop me from actually getting money. Nobody can make me look a fool but myself. And this season right now isn't just about him. I was locked up. I'm negotiating contracts and moving precisely and with intentions and supporting my child father and took off from work. But don't don't let this fool you and count me out. It's weird. This break is so I can be a better person and show up greater than before. You being hurt is understandable, but dang, let shit go already. I'm not beefing with you anymore. I can get 500,000 just for a sit down. Like really make you some money. You crying about child support that doesn't exist. Then she say, work hard before you start complaining. Why this and why that? And then the picture of okay at the end, she okay. Let me go back and see if I can find that picture because I did let it play all the way through. So I'm just really trying to find the picture, you guys. Give me a few minutes. There she go, right there. Hold on. In the picture, she says, "The mac chicken is you, buddy." So she showed a picture of how she look, and she showed a picture of how Jada look. So yeah, she like you the mac chicken. Okay, then we have karlissa butted in. She brought herself in the conversation, and she said we all wanted this show, not just me. So she was basically saying everybody's talking about counseling her. Do y'all want her to be counseled? Then she goes to the next one and says, Um, and she got the shoes on the Bible. And Katie and Jaidyn got my son's shoes on the Bible too. And then it says, I try to stay out of y'all business, but I know y'all don't got at blueface bandana in the Bible. Boy, I love y'all. Y'all don't y'all don't play with me at all. Okay, so she basically saying, don't play with me. Okay. Then she said, okay, so this is a content creator that says, keep taking care of his kids and God will continue to bless you. So, yeah, that was all that was said there. She retweeted that or reposts. Then it says, you can't love your kids more than you love God. And don't fight to save your life. Let God give you life. Amen. Matthew 10, 35 through 39. And then she said, stop using us for clout, weirdo. She's talking to Chrisean at that point. And then she says, but I will continue to pray for you and your husband and your child because you have a long, hard ride ahead. And I want nothing but the best for y'all. The disappointment Jada has to suffer is temporary, y'all. Y'all is forever. So her next message is, this disappointment you created could have been avoided. Hers, she had no control over. And then she said, push the baby out on live and then lie and said he was healthy. It's totally exploitation. Okay, so she's basically saying that because Chrisean said that Karlissa is exploiting the kids. She's putting the kids on the camera in intimate moments. She's following the kids around to keep her show alive. So she's basically saying, "Hey, you exploiting our kids. Just you're not just watching the kids. You constantly put them on the camera for your show." And Karlissa got mad and she does what she always does. She throw out lies and say spew hate and stuff like that because she's mad because of a person standing up to her, basically. Carissa is one of those people that if you stand up against her, she's going to say any and everything she possibly can about you. So, yeah, that's what that was. Then she said, someone tell her what exploitation means. The action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work. Get him help publicly because you ruined him publicly. You're the only one who treated a child unfairly publicly. So she's basically trying to insinuate something is going on with Junior. Uh, First of all, only a doctor can say that. And if there was something wrong with Junior, that Chrisean calls, Chrisean would be in trouble. Chrisean is not above the law. And she would definitely be in trouble if she calls whatever, if there's anything going on with Chrisean Jesus and she caused it, she would be in trouble. That's how the law works everywhere you go. And so, yeah, that's that. So people can say what they want to say, but the reason that Chrisean is not in trouble right now is because whatever's going on, if there is something going on, it was either something that was not able to be controlled and that she did not play a part in, or there's nothing wrong with Chrisean Jesus and he's a healthy baby. It's one or the other. And then Karlissa said, someone tell her, okay, I already did that one. It says, the next one is, I'm waiting on it to change. What I did was share the good times and the hard times my babies are suffering. You try to share the good but hiding the bad because you're guilty. Okay, once again, she's trying to hurt her. She's trying to say, anything to hurt, because that's what people does when they're mad. They say anything trying to hurt a person. Because she was one of the main ones saying the baby was healthy. There was nothing wrong with the baby. But now she's choosing to say that because it fits what she's going through right now. Loving your people regardless of how they do you is the real challenge. Lord God for sure didn't make this easy for us. But I still love all y'all regardless of how I feel about you today. I pray the Lord bless each of y'all with their hard desires, and I'm sorry life is this hard for all of us. Please forgive me for my first reaction. Chrisean, you are the only one who has ever made me this angry, but I promise I still love you and my grandchild. Praying this is the end of the war because no one is winning but the blocks. These fake family members who want so badly to be one of us and the devil. Jaidyn, if that's her husband, you don't need to respond anymore. Just wait until you and John decides the parenting and move into your next phase in life. I'm here whenever you need me. Okay, so now she's basically backpedaling and like, well, I'm sorry for what I said. I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong. You know, I don't know if I can't believe anything she says is genuine. It could be because Chrisean said something about, hey, I can get us money. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to karlissa, she probably did backpedal like, hey, no, we can be family. I don't know. But what I do know is that evil stuff came out your mouth and you meant every bit of it to your grandson. If you're mad at Chrisean, be mad at Chrisean. But for you to take it out of your grandson and say all these things about your grandson, you are a nasty piece of work. And in the end, you always talking about God, but God loves babies and protect babies, and you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna stand for you talking about kids like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a place for you for doing things like that. So I'm gonna say this. She made a comment one time saying it's her grandchild. She can say what she want to say about it, and that's a nasty and evil thing to say about a child. And she really don't care about that child. How could you care about the child and you talking about that child like that? That's crazy. And we know you don't have a bond with that child because you have messed up your rights of being around that child because of the nasty things you do. So you might not ever get a bond with that baby. So anyway, her next comment was, the only thing the devil wants is for the kids to have no father like y'all's. Because with no father, they're all guaranteed to be broken like y'all. Pay attention. He come to rob, kill, steal, and destroy. And none of y'all kids have their fathers as we speak. And then she said, Chrisean said, okay, she said, Chrisean say, karlissa exploring her grandkids, which is another content creator that's putting that up. And then it says, I treated the kids with love and respect, and they don't ever have to work about anything, any type of abuse. So I don't know why she put work, but it says that I treat the kids with love and respect, and they don't ever have to work about any type of abuse. Maybe she meant to say worry, but I'm just reading what I'm seeing. So the next message is, my son boss just dropped her off. More than that, she ain't selling her soul. Get get it how you been getting it. Okay. She says, tell Jonathan to tell Jaidyn not to let me see the kids. He the one who wants me to have them. And then she say, we seen your baby sitting. We seen your babysitter, and none of them are grandparents. In other words, she's saying you don't got nobody around the baby that should be around the baby, basically. That's basically what she's saying. And okay, this is very small, so if y'all want me to stop the family show, let me know, because I have so much getting ready to happen. It will be easier for me to take a break and enjoy my kids in private. Y'all let me know if you want me to keep going. And you guys, that was it. That was the end of that whole um, situation. Oh, man. Man, it's been going down. And I'm pretty sure this is not the end of it, you guys. So I'm going to keep my ears to the floor so I can bring you another video when something go down. So right now, that's the end of the video, guys. And I'm Ken, and I'm out. And I'll see y'all later.